So because of this equation, so let's just recap real quick. This equation is a second degree polynomial, right? Therefore, it is what? A quadratic. And what do we know about quadratics? What does that graph look like? It looks like a U, but what's the fancy math word? It's a parabola, right? It's a U shape. Now, parabola. Also, it's written in the standard form, which is ax squared plus bx plus c, and that tells me a lot. A equals -1, b equals 0, c equals 400. Remember that the c term is the y-intercept. That's where it crosses the y-axis, right up here at 400. The zeros on this bad boy will probably be, I don't know, 16, whatever 16 goes into 40. No, it's divisible. I don't know. We'll figure that out in a second. But the a is -1. So this -1 means that my U shape, my parabola, is going to go down like this. Okay? It's going to go down. So I don't know what the axis of symmetry is yet, but we're figuring out some stuff. But my U shape is going to go like this. It's going to go down like this. And my axis of symmetry is going to go right through the middle, wherever the vertex is. It's going to be x equals some number. Now, I believe, well, let's just see, okay? So how do I find the axis of symmetry? What do I need to do? What's one way to find it? Let's graph it. So I'm gonna open up my graphing calculator, and let's see what we got. So turn on your graphing calculator, go to y equals, clear that out. Do I put -16 or -16? Negative. All right. I can't put t, so I'm just going to put x squared plus 400. So let me take a screenshot of that so you guys could see it. That's what that's going to look like. So make sure that you have it entered in your calculator that way. So now what are we going to do? Hit the graph button, right? Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs, what's going on there? That doesn't look like a U shape. Looks like two straight lines. What do you think we need to do? Zoom out, right? I said that the y-intercept was at 400. This only goes to 10. So if you hit zoom, and we're going all the way down to 0, which is like the 10th option. Zoom fit. Hit that. See if that helps. Yeah, that helped a lot. Hey, wait a second. Look at that graph. What does it look like the line of symmetry is? Where does that look symmetrical? at? If you were to cut the u in half, where would you cut it? Huh? Well, yeah, in the middle, but where is the middle? What? It looks like it's going right through where? The y-axis. I heard somebody say x equals 0 or the y-axis. How could we test that? What point on the graph is also on the line or axis of symmetry? Huh? The vertex. Is this a minimum or a maximum? Why? You're right, but why? Well, how'd you come up with that? Yeah, because the maximum. Well, I mean, you're getting around to it, but the maximum height is at the top of the hill. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna calculate that. So on your graphing calculator, hit second, and then trace. This button right here, that gives you the calculate menu, and we're gonna calculate the maximum. He's right, it is the maximum. It's at the top of the hill. So now notice right here it says left bound. We're going to hit we're just going to go a little bit to the left. I want everybody entering this in the calculator. I'll wait. If you're writing stuff down, that's fine. I'll wait for you. But I want you to try to get it in the calculator. So you're going to hit second and then trace, and that pulls up the calc menu. Then you're going to go down to what I believe is the fourth option. So you hit second, trace, go down to the maximum, hit enter. It says left bound. You just go a little bit to what you think is the center. Hit enter. Then it says right bound. That means you're going to go a little bit to the right. And then what you're going to do is it says guess. You're going to go right to the middle where you think it is. Hit enter. Hey, guess what? Guess where the maximum occurs? X equals 0. So let's take a screenshot of that bad boy. And let's put that on here. Now, Mr. Adams was off a little bit, but that's because I'm a human being. But my graph isn't too far off. So what does this tell me? Well, the vertex, this tells me that my vertex, which is a maximum, right? That's the maximum. Occurs at the point x, comma, y, which is 0, comma, 400. So then my axis of symmetry occurs at x equals this term right here, 0. So when I say x equals 0, I'm talking about going right down this y-axis. This is my axis of symmetry. If I draw a line right down this axis of symmetry, guess what? It cuts that thing in half. It goes right through the middle. Okay? Does that make sense? Maybe? I don't know. Do you guys have questions?